Hey guys, it's Neil again from Heart of Texas Armory, and today I want to bring you guys a video review and overview of this product you see in front of you from American Defense. So this is the American Defense Duo combo that includes a red dot and a magnifier. So join me today and find out my complete thoughts on this cool combo from American Defense. And before we get too far into this video review, I do want to let you guys know I have these products for sale at my website, heartoftexasarmory.com. So if you are interested in any of these products, definitely head over there and check them out. I've got some really good prices, and don't forget to contact me for coupon codes. I do have them available for these products, so check them out if you're interested. Taking a look at the SPEK Red Dot here, you can see that the specs are pretty comparable with most other micro red dots on the market here. So we do have a nice compact size as well as a weight here that's only 3.9 ounces without the mount. So overall, nice, compact, small sized micro red dot. And taking a look at the Flick 3X magnifier, you'll see that the dimensions here are also quite impressive, particularly when you look at the overall small compact size of this magnifier. It is smaller than most other 3X magnifiers on the market, particularly in regards to length, so that's nice. The mount is also impressive. You can see it's just a grab and flip out of the way mechanism held in by a detent. So overall, well done. Operation of the SPEK Red Dot is very simple by using these intensity buttons here on the left hand side of the optic. Here are your adjustments for your windage and elevation. You can use just your finger to make these adjustments, but you can also use a screwdriver, of course. The detents are very precise and audible. So well done on the windage and elevation. Up here at the top of the optic is the battery tray compartment. You can see it is well knurled here, so very easy to access that if you need to. The mount of this optic is one of its strong points here, so American Defense makes some of the best mounts in the market. This one does have a titanium lever here, which is always nice to see, and it is lockable right there where you push the button to allow it to unlatch. So overall, one of the best features of this optic is the mount here. As I flip the mount over, you can see the American Defense branding here, as well as the American flag, because the mounts are made 100% here in the United States, which is excellent. Taking a look at the dot itself here, we do get a nice crisp 2MOA red dot here with a total of 10 intensity settings, which is always nice. The bottom 3 are going to be night vision compatible, so this dot will work in most environments. And here's a look at the reticle across a number of different background colors. The intensity setting here is on level 6. You can see that the dot is pretty easy to pick up here across a variety of colors and backgrounds. So overall, the reticle works wonderful. To manually turn off the optic is very simple. You just hold down both buttons for a few seconds here, and you'll see that the optic will turn off manually. Just like that. And if you do need to turn it back on, you can push either button, very simple, and when it turns back on, it will remember the last use intensity setting. So overall, the operation of this red dot is very simple and straightforward, pretty much comparable with most other red dots on the market. Looking at the build and construction of this red dot, it is well done. Taking a look here, the front lens has a nice anti-reflective coating. Sighting through the optic, the color is pretty accurate to what you'd see with your eyes, so not much of a difference there, which is always good to see. So the optic body and the mount are constructed out of 6061 aluminum with a nice black anodization on it. You can see here there is Spec machined into the side of the optic. That's a nice touch. The turrets here are protected somewhat by these ramps, although it's not fully protected, so keep that in mind. There is some American Defense branding on this optic. You can see it in multiple locations here. So like we did talk about, the mount is one of the best features of this optic. It is titanium here, and it will not open unless you release the little safety lever right there. When you do that, it will open right up. And it does close with a nice satisfying click. So overall, we have a nice compact red dot with this SPEK Red Dot from American Defense. And looking at the Flick 3 magnifier, it comes with the same titanium mount, so that's good. We also have an adjustment here you can use to tighten or loosen that magnifier to your rail. The magnifier is also branded well. You can see Flick 3 across the upper left hand side of the magnifier. There is a 5X version as well if you're interested, so check that out if you are. We do have American Defense on the side here, as well as our windage and elevation, which you can use to center up the dot inside the magnifier. They do not have any detents, however, so it's just a smooth turn on those windage and elevations. The entire body of the magnifier is coated with kind of a rubber overmold, so very easy to grip and adds a cool look to the actual magnifier. So overall, the aesthetics are very nice on this magnifier. And this magnifier does have a nice flip to the side mechanism here. You can see you just grab it and flip it out. It's held in place by a strong detent. So here's a look at that mechanism in a little more detail. So again, no buttons to push. It basically just locks into two positions with a strong detent. So definitely my preferred style of mechanism for a flip to the side magnifier. No buttons or anything like that to worry about. Now, one thing I will mention is I wish the detent was slightly stronger, which would prevent this magnifier from opening accidentally if you dropped your rifle or something like that. It is possible you could adjust that tension through that front plate. But overall, the flip mechanism is very solid. It works just as you'd want it to. One of my favorite aspects of this magnifier is how small and compact it is. So really nice design, being nice and compact compared to some other magnifiers on the market. We do have a diopter adjustment here with nice knurling. Plenty of adjustment so you can really fine tune and dial this thing in for your own eye. So overall, nice job on the diopter. Taking a look through the magnifier, you can see that the glass clarity is pretty impressive. It's going to be on par with most other high-end magnifiers on the market. Another thing to note is the edge-to-edge clarity is nice. No distortion to really talk about here. Pairing it with the red dot, you can see it really brings you closer to your target. So this is a 3x magnifier. It's always nice to have a magnifier to pair with the red dot. That way you can go out to longer distance if you needed to. And one last note, I'll mention you have plenty of field of view when looking through this magnifier. A quick look at the packaging for the American Defense Duo combo. You can see it has all of the specs you would ever want printed on the outside of the box, which is a nice touch. Feel free to pause the video and take a look at these specs in more detail if you'd like to. So you do have the specs for both the SPEK Red Dot as well as the Flick magnifiers as well. And looking at the individual boxes for each of the optics. So first up, the SPEK Red Dot. Nice presentation here. We do have foam cutouts that house the optic as well as all the accessories and paperwork. So overall, the box here is well done and definitely is going to protect your optic whenever you get it shipped out. Looking at the magnifier box, same setup. You do have a foam cutout as well as a couple of spacers here which are included, which lets you get the height up to, say, lower 1/3 or something like that. There are also some extra screws as well as some Loctites. So overall, the box and packaging of these units are excellent. So I do think that the American Defense Duo combo here makes for a compelling package, and you should definitely consider it if you're in the market for a red dot and magnifier combination, particularly if you buy it through my web store, heartoftexasarmy.com. I can save you some money if you ask for a coupon code. American Defense makes great products, so great company here. Some of the things I like about the SPEK Red Dot are going to be the technology that's built into it, the excellent build quality. You know, you get great battery life with this optic. It does use a AA battery, which in my opinion is a great thing, one of the most common batteries around. The mode of operation is simple. You do have windage and elevation that are well designed. The glass is clear, nice crisp red dot. So overall, it's a great little red dot. And of course, that mount is one of the best on the market. As for the negatives, there's not a lot to report on this red dot. The one thing I will mention is I wish it did have some type of shake wake system. So the optic will power down after 16 hours of no motion, but you will still have to manually turn it on. But other than that, it's a great little red dot you should definitely consider. And same thing with the Flick magnifier here. So like we talked about, I love the overall small compact size of this magnifier. Quite a bit smaller than a lot of other 3x magnifiers on the market. Same excellent titanium mount. You do get the diopter adjustment, which you can fine tune this for your eye. Glass clarity is excellent like we talked about. So overall, a great design for a magnifier. And of course, it does have that really nice flip to the side action. As for negatives with this, like we mentioned, I do wish that detent was slightly stronger just to prevent accidental openings. So overall, the flick magnifier is very solid. So in the end here, I do really recommend this combo. It's a great first release from American Defense here with a red dot and magnifier. So if you're in the market for a red dot and magnifier, you should definitely consider this combo from American Defense. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer them. I'll catch you on the next one. You guys take care.